So, part two of the White Clay Creek Preserve second visit trip actually goes back to day one, where we were at Big Elk Creek and we went down to White Clay Creek to get our stamp for our passport. And we met Sarah, the environmental educationalist. And we talked with her for a while, and she said, if you come back tomorrow, I'll give you guys a tour of the church. So that's what we did after our Tri-State Monument hike. We went back, and Sarah did give us a tour of the church and the cemetery and some history. So that's a lead in for that. I will give Sarah's Instagram accounts down below here and in the description. Check her out. She's got a great personality, first and foremost, but she's got a really good photography eye, and just was a gem for us as far as letting us in and seeing things in the church and the history lesson. So hope you enjoy the video.
So basically, John Evans, the Evans family, they moved here in the early 1700s. I think it was like 1714. They bought property from William Penn on the Junior Stenning's Manor or something like that, where they bought 100 acres from him originally, and then after a couple of years they bought more. Eventually their acreage was like 1,500 acres. So I'm not sure if that went into Delaware or not. I'm still learning. But the house that's down the road, I don't know if you drove by it, the ruins. Yes. That's the Evans family house, so that was their estate. They had two working mills, and the mills kind of were the economic nucleus of this area. So they had a grist mill, which did corn and wheat, and then they also had a fulling mill, which was used to clean and thicken woolen cloth. So they were of the Welsh Baptist religion.
And this was their original church?
Yeah, and they donated the land for the church to be built. So they were, believers of that religion, and they felt that it was important to kind of build this center for their religion. They came from Wales, from Shire, Wales, and they were here for about a century. They owned the mills, and then they sold them to the Gatemans, John Gateman, which we have a road called Gateman Station Road. It's also links to the railroad because there was a Gateman railroad that used to run through here. So most of the trails here are trails. So they used to be rail beds. And as you walk down, I don't know if you did any of the Pendle Trail yesterday that goes into Delaware.
No.
But that, you'll see like abutments and things from the railroad that used to cross the river. But they don't have any specific evidence of like, it was for sure on this date in 1729. But yeah, you can see got the two wood pieces up there.
Yeah.
And then you have the cutout for the door. So they match the stone pretty well.
That's what I was just gonna say.
So this is the one section that they think could be like an architect, because none of the stones are triangle.
They are.
And they think it could be potentially like an M for Mary.
Oh.
But they're not sure. It's like a hypothetical, maybe.
Guesstimate.
Yeah. So this is Evan Evans, Esquire, his grave. So he was a Revolutionary War soldier. He is actually a colonel of the 2nd Battalion for Chester County, and he fought in the battles of Brandywine and the Battle of Trenton. And his son Samuel Evans also fought with him as a captain of one of the brigades in his battalion. So unfortunately the acid rain, does a lot to stone.
Yeah, but
you can still pretty see.
You can
pretty
still
well.
see, yeah.
So he actually served on the Supreme Court, or no, that was John Evans Jr. Sorry, there's too many Evans. He was a justice of the peace.
So yeah, I shot the intro to this video in October. And since then, we've had hunting season here in PA. We had a great hunting season. It was a lot of fun. We had the holidays and then pretty harsh January weather-wise. But Old Man Winter has loosened his grip up a good bit here. There's no snow on the ground, and it's like 45 out here today. So, London Tract Meeting House, spectacular. I love the stonework on the outside and the inside. I expected it to look a little bit more like a church, but I think they're using it more as a storage area right now. When we were there, the office was being renovated, so I believe they had a lot of stuff from the office building out there. But we were grateful for Sarah letting us in there and giving us the history lesson on the building and the cemetery. And the last two slides in this video, the first one was the oldest headstone in the cemetery, and the second one is the ticking tomb. And supposedly, you put your ear down to the ground, you can hear it ticking in there. You have to go check it out yourself. Looking forward to 2024. We have no real idea where we're going, no plans yet. We have 2 more parks to do, Pymatuning and Goddard. And I think we'll wait till, the weather warms up a little bit before we head up there. But like I said, we're looking forward to it. Can't wait to get out camping. Can't wait to get out hiking, chasing waterfalls, and sharing it all with you. So stay tuned. Oh, next up, Lyman Run State Park. We spent 3 nights there, and I've got a ton of footage for that. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to editing and putting some videos out. See you soon.